retention and recruitment in the regiment is an issue. I want to do everything my government can to help, in particular, fixing a problem that was created by the previous administration with the sale of MOD housing, which caused the difficulty that now, in fact, people who join the regiment can't get housing very easily. So I want to permit people who join the regiment, who show that devotion to service to their country, to have the same advantage they would have had if they'd gone away to university to study, and to use that amount which we would have spent on them at a tuition fee level and maintenance grant level to have as a deposit against the property because of their service. And I think this works perfectly in the context of what the Defense Secretary announced yesterday in the Strategic Defense Review. The Prime Minister was talking about being on a war footing, having more recruitment into the armed forces generally. So I think Gibraltar is going to play its little part also in ensuring the strength and longevity of the regiment and how that plays into the wider UK forces.
And talking about the review itself, do you feel it's important that Gibraltar's strategic importance is recognised again?
Well, I think there are two key elements. The first is the recognition, the explicit recognition of Gibraltar's strategic importance. We all know that. People who serve in the armed forces in Gibraltar understand that. Sometimes it feels as if London doesn't quite see that. I'm delighted that Labour in this strategic review is seeing that, identifying it and setting it down. And the second key thing is the definition of the UK homeland to include the overseas territories and therefore also Gibraltar. I think that's an important step forward in the definition for defence purposes of what is the homeland that has to be defended, not just of the British Isles, but also the overseas territories.
Chief Minister, on a totally different subject, and I'll let you get on that plane. The whole idea of second-guessing when we're going to have a deal is wearing a bit thin, but you are travelling to London now. There's a lot of speculation that it could be at the end of this week.
The negotiations continue. They won't be over until a fat lady sings somewhere, to use an expression. I won't be pressed into it. I will only say that we are ready from the Gibraltar side to have a deal when the Gibraltar Cabinet, the Gibraltar negotiating team feels that it can say we're ready. Time is important. It's almost of the essence. But the most important thing is not time. The most important thing is the substance of the deal.